Rules are rules. There's stupid rules. I don't understand quite why marijuana is illegal when it comes to that, because it's not enhancing anything. So I'm not sure why. The only argument I've seen where you could say it might be enhancing is for like anxiety before a race. Where somebody may be suffering from anxiety, so now you're getting the upper hand because weed is supposed to calm you down, right? And that's the only upper hand I could really see you could have. But as far as like physically, I don't see a reason why it should still be banned. But again, it is a rule. I'll take you back. We were talking about earlier at this restaurant that I will not name right now. We used to be able to take food home for free. And during that time, I gained about a good 80, 90 pounds.
Jesus.
In like 6 months, because we could take said food home for free. That was with one manager. Another manager came over and said, no, y'all going to start paying. We'll give you like a 25% discount. On top of that, what I used to hate seeing, and you've probably seen it too, the thousands of pounds of food they used to throw away. Good food, nothing was wrong with it, and they just throw it away. And we had a guy there. He voiced this opinion very strongly. They like, why are we throwing away all this free food? We used to have homeless people outside too, and they wanted to get some of the food. He was digging to the trash can, and he would wait until the end of a shift or go on break. He would give this guy some food or whatever. Well, eventually somebody snitched on him because we got haters at this restaurant because it's a fast food restaurant. It's filled with haters. That's just what's going to come with it. And somebody snitched on him that he was giving this free food away. He had a family to feed. So he lost this ability to feed his family, to bring in income. Stupid rule, but he at the end, he has to think about himself. Self-preservation is what most people do. He has to think about himself because he has a family he has to feed. Rules are rules. It's a dumb rule, I think, because I hate that we're throwing away all this free food away. Nothing's being done with it. So why do we care if we're throwing it away? Same thing with this. It's a dumb rule, but self-preservation, I wish she found another way to cope besides, weed, besides marijuana. I wish she had found a different way. I don't know, talk to somebody, go to counseling or something. I wish she had found a different way, and she could have been running. I mean, the Olympics happen every 4 years. That's a long time to wait for the next competition. A lot of things can happen in between that time. Injuries, just this life can happen. And so that's a big responsibility to have to take. And now she's not going to be able to race this year. And like I said, who knows what's going to happen in the future. And I'm glad she took accountability for it. But it was like most of the other people who were saying, like, well, let her slide. Let her slide. It was just weed or whatever. If you're going to do that with that, then whatever everybody else said, they were coping with something. And they dropped the ball and started drinking or doing some other drug because somebody died. Because everybody going to have somebody dies in their life. We can't say, let's do this type of drug just because someone died in our life. We can't have that be an excuse.
I get it, but I got two things. I got two ways I want to go with this, right?
Go ahead.
I feel like if the Olympics was in a different country, then it may be a conversation about how we can let it slide. Because it's in Tokyo, they look at weed like it's crack, like it's the hardest drug in the world. So they already said no Black Lives Matter. They already said no protesting, no kneeling. They already setting these grand rules up for it. So it's like they already on a non-bullshit, no bullshit Olympics coming into Tokyo. But if it was somewhere else, like if it was like, I think it was 96 when it was in Atlanta. If it was in Atlanta again, I think that it would be looked at a little bit different because a little less than half of our country has legalized weed in some type, shape, form, or fashion. Now, I do agree with you with saying, I wish you would have coped another way. But I get what people are saying about it's just weed. Because at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of the states, she can go smoke.
Right.
Now, I don't know I think she's from Texas, and I think it's illegal in Texas. But if she was smoking in a legal state, would we look at it differently? It's
Mhm.
a lot of different things that play into it. I hate that she's not running. Like you said, it's gonna be 4 years away. I really want to know, like, what can she do now with this fame? Nike didn't drop her. That's a plus.
Yeah.
So
I think
I want to know
because she took accountability so quick and she didn't like, no, they shouldn't have done that to me, whatever. I think they liked what she did.
It's weed. It's
Yeah.
weed. I mean, it's not crack. It's not coke. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like abusing what do they call prescription drugs? This is weed. You know what I mean? And because it's legal now, because it's like a multi-million-dollar industry now, it's kind of like, come on, guys. But because it's in Tokyo, that's why I think it's like the final chop. No matter what, it's in Tokyo. She's not gonna run.
Well, it's not because it's Tokyo. It's a worldwide testing committee. It doesn't just encompass what is done in Tokyo. If it was in America, it still would have been illegal because they test. It's a worldwide rule.
Would have figured it out, man. I think we would have figured. Either she wouldn't have ran on 100 and she'd have ran on that relay. I think because think about it, she the fastest woman, and you want her either on the front or the last leg of your relay team.
Right.
So, okay, we can agree together the 130 days she can't run. But I think if it was in another country other than Tokyo, that she would at least made the relay team. Because why would we not want her on our relay team? Like, that just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, I think it was the relay team's decision to keep her off on that, and they just put somebody in her spot. If I'm not mistaken, I could. Yeah,
I really think it goes back to Tokyo, man, because the way they're so serious about their drugs and drug laws and stuff over there, I think they're like, nah, she's coming over here. She got the long nails, she got the colored hair. She's probably going to protest. Now she's smoking weed. No, she's not coming. Tokyo, we're not having that over here. Right.